STARBORN. Remember, to be a star, you have to shine your own light, follow your own path, and not be afraid of the darkness, because that's when stars shine brightest. First of all, I want to wish you happy Halloween, and secondly, I want to tell you what the title of tonight's show is, because it's rather enticing. And that is, if you've been looking at our website, starborninstitute.org, you would already know that the title of tonight's show is Seed Money. And the reason why you may be able to lay your hands on a little seed money in order to get something started soon is because 2 days ago we had a wonderful full moon at 3 degrees of Taurus. Taurus is a fixed financial sign, and it rules the traditional second house of how you make your money and what you spend it on, and particularly what you invest it in. And that is what we could use the seed money for, some sort of investment of time and energy and money to get something underway that can grow right now. And that is because that full moon in Taurus 2 days ago set up a powerful grand trine in all of the earth signs. And that is because there are 5 planets in earth signs under that full moon. The exalted moon in Taurus is trining Pluto in Capricorn, which denotes people in authority who can make decisions or change policies. And those 2 planets are trining 3 other planets which are in Virgo, which traditionally rules the 6th house of work and health and accountability and service to others. And so the earth signs like to work very hard in order to make things grow, to ensure their long-term security. Capricorn does rule old age pensions, for instance, and retirement funds. And so this is a time when there can be an accumulation of some sort of assets or money from the sale of something, or it can be that an investment does pay off right now, or it can be that there is some extra money coming around, even from somebody who's repaying a loan right now, or it can be increased credit that you can benefit from. And that can provide seed money for you to make something grow. What could it be? Well, Neptune in Pisces is sextiling that full moon, and Pisces rules dreams, and Neptune is the ruler of the sign. It's very strong there. So you may use some seed money right now to get a dream underway, perhaps to try to make it come true. And that would be a great idea, because now the sun has moved into Scorpio. Remember, under a full moon, the moon opposes the sun, and sometimes can indicate indecision or confusion. So that full moon in Taurus was opposite the sun at 3 degrees of Scorpio. And that sun is trining Neptune in Pisces, and Neptune is sextiling the full moon. That's great. So yes, you could possibly make a dream come true if you had a little seed money right now, and you might be able to get it. Or it can be, since the full moon is trining Pluto in Capricorn, and Capricorn does rule business, you may find some seed money to start a business, to really get it underway right now and work hard on it. And it's wonderfully aspected right now. Also, if there's anybody out there that wants to retire, now is a very good time to do that, because you can get your hands on a little bit more money, your retirement funds. Or it can be, since those planets are trining the sign of Virgo, where Venus and Jupiter are exactly conjuncting, and that's a marriage tie, and Mars is also in Virgo as well. So it can be that you may get some seed money in order to do something that is of service to others, or to do something that can improve your health. That would be great as well. So there's all kinds of possibilities, but above all, I think that some sort of promise or commitment will be fulfilled now. And that is because that grand trine in earth signs is so strong, and a promise or a commitment might have something to do with funds that have accumulated for a very long time, such as a retirement or a pension fund, or an investment fund. Or it could be that you've invested in something and over time it has become more valuable. And so that commitment could fulfill you right now, particularly if you sold it and did something else with your money. So that is wonderful. There are still some problems, though, and that is because if you're trying to get agreement or consensus from other people to fulfill some sort of plan of yours, you might have a hard time with that right now. And so you're going to need to take a little extra time to get people all on the same page. And the reason why that can be a little bit difficult or very time-consuming right now is because there is a T-cross among the mutable signs, which generally are very adaptable. But right now, Venus and Jupiter, which are exactly conjuncting in Virgo, and Mars, which is also there, are being harshly squared by Saturn in Sagittarius, and Saturn is a slow-moving, demanding planet. When Mars and Saturn square each other, it can indicate danger, and the danger would come from somebody who could be very aggressive, who would want everything their way and would be very impatient with people who want to do things properly. And so there's that kind of problem going on. There also could be that somebody wants to be dominant in a situation and really take over, and that could threaten the stability of not only a relationship, but also of a country or of a whole area, because remember, Sagittarius, where Saturn is, rules the whole Middle East and particularly the country of Saudi Arabia, so danger lurks. And also, Neptune in Pisces is being squared by that Saturn and opposed by all the planets in Virgo. And so not everyone is going to be adaptable right now, or they can come on a little bit too strong and create a lot of problems that way. But still, I think that there is some ability to achieve financing right now since Mars and Pluto are trining each other. It's just that you need to give yourself extra time. If there's a possibility of seed money coming your way, give yourself a little extra time to get everything together in order to make a dream or a business plan of yours come true, because you could do that. It would just take a little bit longer. And remember that Venus and Jupiter are conjuncting in Virgo, and that simply means the good does outweigh the bad. And if you are loaded with facts and you really know what you're doing right now, I think that both money and power could be coming your way. And it all begins with a little seed money. So that's wonderful. All right, what does this mean to all 12 of the sun signs? Well, Aries, you know, Neptune in Pisces is right behind your sun sign, and that exalted full moon on Tuesday in Taurus was right ahead of your sun sign. So I think you've got your eye on something a little pricey right now. Taurus is a sign that represents expensive, nice things since it is ruled by Venus, but it is a financial sign. So you may want to purchase a new car. You may want to sell an investment and sort of upgrade in some way in your real estate, or take a luxurious trip. Or it can simply be that you feel like spending money on something that you've had your eye on for a very long time, and now is when you feel you could go for it, or it could be that the price is right, and so now you want to go for it. Also, there is the possibility that with some seed money you could make a dream come true, because Neptune is right behind your sun, and it is well aspected. It's being trined by the sun in Scorpio right now. So there certainly are a lot of possibilities opening up for you right now, Aries, and I think they're financial. And so I think that some seed money is out there. All you have to do is sort of reach for it right now. Or if you want to spend some money on something pricey, I think that you can afford it. So why don't you go ahead and do it? Okay, what does it mean to a Taurus? Well, Taurus, that wonderful exalted moon in your sign on Tuesday was extremely well aspected. So seed money is certainly coming your way, or what I think, since yours is the sign of the good provider, is that you may have some money or some assets that you want to pass on to people you want to provide for, that you are very fond of. So you could be rather generous right now in a practical way. And I'm not saying that you're giving away a fortune, Taurus, although you may have it to give away, but what I'm saying is you probably do want to provide well for others that you care about, and you're a good hard worker. And this is a time when hard work really pays off, so I think it is going to pay off for you, Taurus. And that is because the moon in your sign was being trined by Pluto in Capricorn, so there can be long-term benefits that are paying off for you. And that something could be really adding up right now, which would be wonderful for you. Or since Jupiter and Venus and Mars in Virgo are also trining your sun, it simply means that if you're armed with the facts and you really know what you're doing, you could be in line for some sort of promotion or reward, or if there is seed money around, to develop a plan of yours. This is when it probably would happen, Taurus. So I think you have a lot to gain right now, and the spotlight is on you since that full moon was in your sun sign. So I think people are seeing you in a very favorable light, and I hope you take advantage of that. Okay, what does it mean to a Gemini? Well, Gemini, this is a time when I think you benefit from the fact that there's somebody very nice around that can be supportive of you. And that is because Mercury is in Libra. Mercury is your own ruler, and it is trining your sun, which is great. So someone else can perhaps set the stage or help you make plans for some sort of idea of yours that just requires a little seed money, and I think you may be able to get it, or it can be that you already have it, and that is because that full moon in Taurus was right behind your sun sign, which means that there was a lot of light in the background of your life, and people can see that you're sort of a solid citizen, or that you have invested wisely, or you've made some sort of asset that is really worth something. So, I think you have a little more money than people thought you had, or you have assets that you can sell if you need to, and that could give you the seed money to make a dream or a plan of yours come true, and you could have some good legal news or some a favorable partner that can help you with that as well. So I think that you're going to be able to benefit both by presenting some good ideas and then also having the money to back them up a little bit too. Okay, what does it mean to a Cancer? Well, a Cancer, things are getting better right now, Cancer, and the reason why is that the sun has now moved into Scorpio, and it is beautifully trining your sun, and Neptune in Pisces, of course, is trining your sun as well, and it will be for years. And also that full moon in Taurus on Tuesday sextiled your sun. So the lights, which are opposing each other in financial signs right now, are doing you a lot of good, Cancer. They're not hurting you at all. And so that means there's money around somewhere. It can be coming from an inheritance or grants or insurance proceeds or a better credit rating, or it can be a tax refund, or it can be somebody else's money that you are able to share in some way. But I think that this is a time when there is some seed money around for you, Cancer, to make a dream come true. It's also possible that you own property that is worth more, and you may be thinking of selling it, putting your hands on that money, and investing it wisely in one way or another. So I think that there is much more support, particularly financial support for you right now, Cancer, and you could use some of that in order to make a dream come true. And even if it's only seed money that you're trying out, it's a step in the right direction, Cancer. And with some seed money and a lot of extra hard work, I think you could make a dream come true. So I would take advantage of that right now if I were you and get the ball rolling. Okay, what does it mean to a Leo? Well, Leo, I think you can't quite get your hands on the money right now. And the reason why is that the full moon in Taurus on Tuesday, which is in a financial sign, is squaring your sun sign, and the sun in Scorpio, which is the other financial sign, is also squaring your sun sign, and there's nothing in your sun sign. And so I think you're caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, Leo, because you could benefit from having seed money to start something new, and yours is a very creative sign. You could have all kinds of good reasons or ways to spend some seed money right now if you could get your hands on it. But I think other people are sort of hanging on to it right now, or there isn't quite enough around to help you with your plans. And so I think that you can still get your hands on some money, Leo, but you're going to have to line up the facts or do some work, some paperwork, or fill out some applications in order to get some seed money. And that would be down the road. Remember, I'm cautioning people that not everyone is on the same page, and you're going to need to give yourself extra time to get some seed money in order to follow up on your plans. But you can do it, Leo. And that is because there's so many good planets in Virgo ahead of your sun sign, and two of them especially, Venus and Jupiter, are conjuncting each other. So you may not be able to get your hands on any big money right now, but I think that you can work on the details that will eventually get you some seed money, Leo. It's just going to take a lot of nitty-gritty paperwork right now. Okay, what does it mean to a Virgo? Well, Virgo, this is simply a time when I think there's definitely going to be some seed money around to perhaps help you with your plans to do service for others. That is what your sign rules, so you like to do that. So you could be setting up something with a little bit of money that can help other people in one way or another. Or you could decide that it's time to spend a little money on improving your own health, because your sign does rule health. And your sign rules self-improvement. So this is a wonderful time to take a little money from somewhere, perhaps a good investment that is worth more right now, and perhaps spend it on yourself or for self-improvement, or you could spend it on a business matter in order to make that grow. There may be a little need to invest in a business right now. Or it can simply be that you want to make a dream come true, and you may not be too sure how to do it, but you could be convinced that it will take some money, and you're right about that. There are very good planets in your sun sign. You will be able to go in whatever direction you choose, whether it's for self-improvement or to do service for others. And I think you're going to get your hands on some seed money, and that can grow very well, not quickly, but well. And so you can profit from that, Virgo. So I hope you really manage the money real carefully right now. And you should spend some on yourself if it will make you feel better. Because remember, if you don't have your health, you don't really have anything. So this is a time when you really should be concentrating on yourself, and then you can expand and help others as well. Okay, what does it mean to a Libra? Well, Libra, this is a time when I think that you can communicate beautifully with other people. And I think you may need to, and that is because Uranus in Aries is opposing Mercury in your sign, and it's an almost exact opposition right now. And so somebody is not talking your language at all, Libra, but you are the one that people are listening to because Mercury is in your sign, and you're talking about compromise or peace or getting over something or maybe forming a partnership. And I think people are quite agreeable to your ideas right now. Someone else may feel that they are being threatened, their autonomy is being threatened, and since they want to do everything their own way, they could sort of bolt or leave, or at least go on a trip and sort of get out of town right now. And that would be just fine with you. The problem is that Pluto in Capricorn is squaring your sun, and it is so well backed up by all 5 planets in Earth signs right now that somebody in a position of power is going to sort of call the shots right now, Libra, and you will have to listen and abide by their policy decisions right now. Everyone will have to do that. But I assure you, since the strength is in financial signs or in practical matters right now, that there is probably seed money around for just about anybody right now. It's that there are different ways to sort of get your hands on it, and all of the ways are going to take a little longer than people think. So be patient right now, because I think you're being heard by the right people and you are saying the right things. It doesn't mean something's going to fall in your lap right now, but I think you are going in the right direction. So keep going, Libra. You're doing fine. Okay, what does it mean to a Scorpio? Well, Scorpio, the sun has come into your sign, which is wonderful because it is trining Neptune in Pisces, which means you are the one that probably already has the seed money to make a dream come true, and you ought to head in that direction and commit yourself to that, Scorpio, because this is an excellent time to do that. The full moon in Taurus was opposing your sun sign, which means someone else may want to hang on to an investment or hang on to their own money right now. But I don't think that's going to bother you, Scorpio, because I think you have funds of your own. And this is a time when you really need to go after what will make you happy. And maybe it's only going to take a little seed money, because the rest of what you need is dedication and some elbow grease, so you're going to have to get to work as well. But if there is money that is necessary as a seed money to get a dream underway, I think that this is the time when you should go ahead and spend some. Scorpio, you have it, so I hope you do it. Okay, what does it mean to a Sagittarian? Well, Sagittarius, this is a time when, once again, you have to be very careful with your health, since Mars is squaring Saturn in your sign, but Venus and Jupiter are as well. And remember, I said the good outweighs the bad, but you still have to be very, very careful. Don't walk down a dark alley by yourself, Sagittarius. That would not be a good idea, because you could be victimized by somebody who's very dominant and aggressive right now. You need to stay away from those people. And since there is a grand trine in earth signs, it simply means that you need to be very, very practical about particularly your long-term security and, of course, your health and your investments, because those are the areas that are paying off right now, Sagittarius. So you may be able to find some seed money by drawing on some pension funds or retirement funds or investment funds that you have put away for a long time. Maybe they're worth more now, and I think you could use the money. And so I hope that you go for that, Sagittarius, as you sort of rework your budget right now. Okay, what does it mean to a Capricorn? Well, Capricorn, this is a wonderful time for the earth signs, and particularly your sign, because the 3 planets in Virgo, Venus, Jupiter, and Mars, are all trining your sun, and that exalted moon in Taurus was also trining your sun. And that means there probably is some seed money coming to you, Capricorn, and you can certainly stretch it out and make it work well for your aims. You may want to start a business. I think you could do that right now, Capricorn. And you may want to improve your health, and that would be a good investment as well. So if there's something that you need to spend money on right now, if it's on yourself, you should do that, because some sort of self-improvement will just simply make you more productive and effective. And that will help you start your own business if that's what you want to do, or you can make a dream come true. So it isn't that the sky is the limit. You still have to be very careful with your facts and figures. But this is a time when I think the money's coming to you, Capricorn, and that I think you'll do very well with it. Even if it's small, you will make it grow. Okay, what does it mean to an Aquarian? Well, Aquarius, I think you're in a situation a little bit like Leo, and that is because the full moon in Taurus, a fixed financial sign, was squaring your sun, and the sun in Scorpio, the other financial sign, is also squaring your sun. And yet there can be somebody very nice around you, Aquarius, with good ideas, and they can be supportive of your ideas and plans as well, because Mercury in Libra is trining your sun. And so I think you just need to work a little bit harder on developing your ideas. And so you may be, your ideas may be sort of at the germ stage, and you need to keep developing them until they expand and grow, so that you can propose them to other people and raise the seed money. I think the good money is a little bit out of your reach right now. It may be due to budget cuts that you have to deal with. But you know, this is a time when creative people can talk up their plans pretty well, and you don't know who's listening, Aquarius, so you should get out among people and really advertise and promote, because there is seed money around. I think you might just have to sort of reach out for it right now. Okay, what does it mean to a Pisces? Well, Pisces, this is simply a time when I think you're going to be fortified with some extra money coming your way. It simply is due to the fact that the sun is now in Scorpio, trining your sun where you have Neptune. So if there is some seed money around, if from the sale of something, or an inheritance, or grants, or a better credit rating, or an income tax refund, any kind of money that's around, it could be coming your way, Pisces. It even could be coming through somebody else. And I think you're going to make very good use of it in helping you make a dream come true. Even if it's only a little bit of money, you could put it exactly in the right direction to bring you greater happiness. And I think that is possible now. So good luck, Pisces. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, you can see the show anytime you want by subscribing to it on our website, starborninstitute.org. Bye.